Good day, everyone. Welcome to my teaching channel. Please subscribe, click like, share. Let's get the word out that I'm here. My name is Jeff, and I've been doing online teaching for a little over 8 years now. I am TEFL certified. I have worked quite a bit with IELTS spoken part of English. Now, I've also worked in classrooms. I've worked online with private students, teaching everything from ABC phonics to little kids, all the way up to business and conversational speaking to adults, and everything in between. In my channel, we are going to be going over many different parts of English. This is only the first video of many. So let's get started. In this video today, we're going to focus on a little bit of information of part 1 in the English or in the IELTS spoken part of the exam. Now, if you want more details, please find my information there and book a class with me. So here we go. Part 1 of the IELTS exam. You will notice that these topics have something in common. Let's look at a few of the topics. There are about 42 topics for the part 1 alone. Some of them are name, study, major, work, hometown, living space and accommodation, weather, favorite season, just to name a few. But let's look at these. These types of questions are all about you. They're not about other people. They're not about opinions. They're not about anything else but you. Therefore, they should be easy questions to answer. And that is exactly the point of these. In part 1, it is a opener. So openers are usually generally used to make people feel relaxed, comfortable, to kind of get them into gear of what's going on. Okay. So they're not hard questions. They're pretty easy because they are based on you. And anything based on you is easy to answer, or therefore should be easy to answer. Now, let's look at some other aspects. Let's put that on hold for a little bit, and let's look at something else. The timing for part 1. It's not going to last for a long time. Only about 4 to 5 minutes, roughly, give or take. There's going to be 7 to 11 questions that the examiner is going to ask. Now, the examiners will never pick like one solid topic. Let's say your name. There's several questions within that topic about name. What's your name? Who gave you your name? Do you like your name? Is there any special meaning to your name? Would you change your name? Questions like this. Now, the examiner's not going to go down that list and ask you each and every one of them. He or she may ask you 1 or 2 questions about your name, and then go to maybe history. Ask you 1 or 2 about history. Go to accommodation. Ask 1 or 2 about that. Work. You know, work, or school. Okay. They're gonna bounce around. They're not gonna stay on the same topic. So if you're learning to answer each question by topic, that's not going to do you any good. That's that's a big no-no, and you're going to fail every time because you're not going to be prepared for all of the others. Now, like I said before, there's 42 topics, 40 some topics. Topics. Each topic has a minimum of 4 questions. So 42 times 9, because some of them have 9. How are you going to memorize that many questions? Impossible. Unless you have a photographic memory. It's impossible. So let's break this down. 4 to 5 minutes, 7 to 11 questions. That is roughly about 27 seconds per question, which is going to break down to about 2 to 3 sentences, reasonable sentences, not short sentences. What is your name? My name is Jeff Raymond. That's not an answer. You need to give 2 to 3 reasonable sentences. So you take 3, start with 3 sentences, write them out, get them written out, ones that you think are good, reasonable length, time yourself. Do those 3 sentences fall within 27 seconds? If they are significantly lower, add another sentence. If it's really long, take one away. Now, the key here, there's a key here, and here's the tip. For you, if you go over the allotted time and the examiner has to stop you, there's no worries, nothing to worry about. That does not take away from your score at all. It's a freebie. It tells the examiner, though, that you are capable of speaking for a reasonable amount of time on a given idea or topic. So don't be afraid of going over. Let the examiner stop you. It's a freebie. Now, if you do not speak for the allotted amount of time in each part, that will go against you. Do not speak for 25 seconds. That's a red mark. That's a percentage taken off of your overall score. You don't want to do that. You don't want any points taken away. You want to build points. That's the whole point of this. So speak as long as the examiner will let you. Keep going. If it says you have to speak for at least 1 minute to 2 minutes, speak for 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Let the examiner stop you. Now, here's another tip. Make the sentences make sense. No matter what question you're answering, it has to make sense. So that's all I've got for today. Stay tuned. Like I said, click like, subscribe, and share my video. Stick around for my next video. I will give more pointers about part 1. Then we'll move on to part 2 and part 3 of the spoken part of IELTS. Once we're done with that, we'll go through some of the questions and some of the answers, and then we'll move on to another part of English. Have a good day. I look forward to seeing you in classes. Check out my Facebook, my YouTube, and book a lesson with me. Have a good day.